What's up? Welcome in, man. We're gonna start with our introduction song today. But stick around if you need the word. Stick around if you need the word.
Wow, Nightmare, old school underground hip hop instrumental. You get that? I don't know. I'm just afraid.
I got a very powerful, strong, positive message that I'm finna drop today. Welcome back, everybody. It's very motivational and positive. We're gonna start off with the intro of this song, and we're gonna get started shortly after. Thank you. Hit that like button. Shout out to King Los. This that King Los, another freestyle. R.I.P. Pops, man. I lost my dad in 2011. King Los lost his dad at 16.
I feel like I could never be stopped.
I feel like the bottom's gonna turn into the top. I feel like I've been going down so fast.
I can see the shit in my
Future as my past.
I feel like I know what's going on. I feel like my flow is growing.
Getting stronger.
I feel like these niggas don't understand
where I come from.
I feel to understand where I come from.
See my hunger.
I come from a small town where niggas
get killed.
The niggas got problems but never get filled.
Nope.
Prescriptions need to be filled up. I mean, the block is
it's always filled up.
When I say prescriptions, I'm talking about the position.
Right.
See, these niggas is chemists and they be in the
This is a real freestyle,
flipping all the elixirs and coming up with all the potions.
Yep.
The fiends, they be all in that spell. It ain't no joking.
Nope.
When I say spell, let me show you the rule.
Yep.
What's the first thing you learn when you go to school?
You learn how to spell. That's compelling. But if I was doing the spells, wouldn't that be spelling?
Anyway, I don't think these niggas get it. I could teach you some shit, but you
might not be with it. Okay.
That was crazy. See, the school shit was pitiful. But that segue was pitiful, because that's just the principle.
Get it?
I'm talking on different levels. These niggas
talking like devils.
These niggas just see my bezel.
They don't know I shine on a different level. Nothing to do with the diamonds.
Ain't got nothing to do with the skill when I'm rhyming. Ain't got nothing to do with I wear when I'm shining. Ain't got nothing to do with my necklace being blinded. No, that don't mean
anything to the soul.
That don't have nothing to do with
having control.
That don't have nothing to do with earning your
losses.
That don't have nothing to do with knowing what boss is.
Nope.
That don't have nothing to do with being a genius. That don't have nothing to do with putting other things that don't have nothing to do with just putting the shit between
us. What do you say?
I am the meanest.
I wouldn't say genius twice in a row.
I just pick up and I gamble.
Get the dice and I roll.
See, I don't care what's going on. It's my life and it goes.
Alright, man. Welcome in everybody to one of the greatest YouTubers that you will ever see on the YouTube platform, man. I feel like the bottoms is gonna turn into top. Gonna turn into the top. Like, for real. I feel like I've been going down so fast because I can see the shit in my future as my past. Like, real talk. All right, man. It's King Lou TV. Y'all already know what it is, man. We inspirational, motivational, and quotational in this bitch. Shout out to Danny TV, man. My wife, the moderator, man. I love y'all. I ain't been on here in a minute, but I'm trying to help y'all like I always do when I come on here. Respect me in this live stream. If you busy at work, it's cool. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share. If you just watching me because you hating on me and you want me to fail, subscribe and share and like. If you watching me because you support me, but you afraid to show that it's you, it's cool too. I love you. If you watching me because you ain't got nothing else to watch and you hoping that you hear some negativity come from my live, you might as well go to the next one because that ain't finna be nothing negative. You know what I'm saying? It ain't finna be nothing negative in this live stream. So I do want to give y'all a heads up in the chat. We ain't doing no negativity. So if you negative or if you have something that you feel is more important than me speaking on my own platform in this live, then you're going to be removed. You know what I'm saying? This is so ugly and not nice, bro. So annoying. if you don't make sense, you will be removed. You get what I'm saying? I say that in a simple format of like, it's not hard to catch my drift. You feel me? I'm not hard to understand. I'm easy to understand. Life is easy to understand. You know, things are easy to understand. You do wrong, wrong things happen to you. You do right, right things happen to you. You do stupid, you win stupid prizes. You ain't got common sense, figure it out. I ain't about to raise no adults. Use your brain in the life or you gone. Straight up. But today I got an important topic. RP Stephen Darby, I got an important message for y'all today. I got an important message for y'all today. And that is about the journey of life and being born again. I can hear y'all now. What y'all, yeah, I know. What do born again mean? Born again mean, I'll use myself for example. I know you might look at me and feel like, oh my God, look at this black N-I-G-G capital A. You put the capital at the A right there. And you like, he a thug. He a threat. He's violent. He's evil. But you don't even know I was born again. You don't even know I'm not allowed to live nothing like I used to. And that's why I'm not who I wouldn't even say used to, because I never was like that type of person. I never was the statistic that everybody wants me to be. So I say all that to say, being born again is me just going from an old way that wasn't good for me to a new way that's better for me. How many of y'all born again out there? How many of y'all born again? I don't really think a lot of y'all is born again, because a lot of y'all have ways of the world that you cannot let go. I understand though. I was there before. I couldn't let go of celebrating holidays. I know a lot of y'all preparing for the holidays, and I know a lot of y'all preparing for Christmas and stuff like that, and you know, y'all ready to get it in. A lot of y'all out here doing wrong and y'all hoping that y'all could pick y'all consequence, right? Ain't that funny how we live? We do wrong and we hope that we can pick our consequence on how we feel we should be punished behind our actions, but that's not how it goes, y'all. It doesn't go like that, y'all. I feel bad for the folks that feel like they can literally break glass, pick it back up, and still use it as if it's brand new. But once you break that glass, whether you put it back together, it will never hold strong as it did once it would. You get what I'm saying, though. I've been really talking about coming on here cooking with y'all for a while in motivation behind my wife. I really be doing a lot of cooking with her because she listens to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I make sense too, and I listen to her. But I've been pushing this message that I had to get on here and kind of show y'all to help y'all. This is a motivational message, and it's about being born again. Now, being born again is really just being a better version of you. That's like you used to be a violent person, and you was born again because you a nice person. Now y'all get it? That's like you being a depressed, miserable person, and you being born again by being loving yourself again, and you know, being positive to yourself again. So I've been born again, y'all, a while ago. It started when I was like in my 20s. And I no longer didn't want to participate in that violent lifestyle of living as a black man, you know, stealing, killing, and robbing and all that. And just wasn't me. So I came on here today to kind of break down to y'all what does the journey have to do with being born again? The journey has everything to do with being born again, because the journey is the life that we live, right? For example, a lot of y'all wake up, y'all be like, man, I'm tired of the same thing. I'm steady waking up. This shit is boring. I want to go outside. I want to go do this. Then you got to sit back and wake up and say, oh, shit, somebody didn't even wake up today to say that it's boring. You know how many people couldn't wake up and complain that it's Sunday, while it's people that's woke that's complaining about it being Sunday? I want to help y'all here. You know what I'm saying? RP Stephen Darby. Are y'all there? I know it get quiet when I get to talking that real truth because it seems like y'all don't really like the truth. And I see why Stephen Darby always used to ask, are y'all there? Are y'all there? Because I see a lot of people in these live streams when these people is being satanic and doing demonic stuff. But it be real quiet in them lives when you hear God getting pushed through. Anyway, I'm going to keep pushing my message to y'all. And today's message is I learned the journey. The journey of life is about going through life. What do you mean when you say go through life? You have to go through life. The journey is not about how bad it was yesterday. The journey is not about how bad it was last week. The journey is not even about how bad it is right now. The journey is the fact that it's actually a journey that something is occurring, whether it's bad or good. I learned this is how I live. So when people say, man, you good, you straight, and I'll be looking like, God woke me up today. Once God woke me up, bro, nothing else matters, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you because I ain't have to be woke today. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to. I didn't have to, y'all. But he woke me up and gave us all a chance to be here, to be better. So every day I become better, y'all. So I'm back here, big and better. Just trying to let y'all know it's the journey, man. It's the journey in life and just be born again. I know a lot of people want me to go hang on the corner. A lot of people want me to go gang bang. A lot of people want me to just be, you know, they want me to be a thug, y'all. They want me to be a thug, y'all, but I don't know how to go back to those ways that I was in when I was going to jail and stuff. I don't know how to live like that. I don't know how to be evil to people. I don't know how to use people, y'all. I don't know how to be mean to people, y'all. I never knew how to be mean to people. That's why a lot of people use me, y'all. That's why a lot of my friends and family use me every day because they knew what they know. They say, man, I know one thing, that he ain't gonna cut me off. Because Lou is not mean. Lou cool. He cool. And they have be done crossed the line so bad with me. And then I look up and I'm like, They're like, yeah, man, I just want to say I'm sorry. No, you ain't sorry, bro. If anybody's sorry, it's me. I'm accepting you to come back into my life after I know you don't even deserve a second in my life. So my thing is I've been very strict on who I allow in my life and who's not going to be in my life. And my thing is if you have not shown the extension of genuine love to me and respect to me, you will never be a part of my life. You won't never have nothing to do with my life because I don't want nothing to do with your life. I would never be living second guessing who supports me, who loves me, and who doesn't. I'm not finna sit around and guess. I'm not finna play a guessing game with you, all right? We ain't finna do that. The journey is the journey, bro. It's not about what we go through, y'all. The journey is about what we get through, y'all. The journey is about what we get through, y'all. It's not about, like, you know what I learned about life, y'all? I learned that it ain't even about life. Like, life is literally about life, though. Everybody try to motivate you to get a job when you're unemployed. Everybody want to encourage you to get healthy when you overweight. Everybody got the answers, but ain't nobody got the real answers because it ain't even no such thing as answers. Life is life. I just feel bad for the people that get caught up in these jobs and they become evil than a motherfucker. And these people that get caught up in gangbanging, they become evil than a motherfucker. And people that just get caught up in whatever money and they become evil because it's like, damn, man. The stuff that I went through made me a better person. I mean, literally, like, better person. Like, if I found some money, I'll be one of them people that'd be weirdly turning the money back in because it's like, I don't know what, like, if I found $1 million, I'm going to turn it in. Because I don't know what type of demonic spirits is on that money, and I don't want to spend it, and then I'm wondering why I'm going through what I'm going through. Protect y'all peace, y'all. Spiritual warfare is at an all-time high. Obviously, I'm in Chicago where I reside at, and it has been straight chaos out here, right? But it's the journey, bro. Y'all don't see me make videos about it because it's the journey. A lot of this stuff is not nowhere near as bad as it is in real life, in real time. while you're here, you don't have to live exactly as the Bible says. Nah, yeah, y'all, wow. And if that's how, and I know that's how a lot of people think, live a little, enjoy, have fun and woo woo. No, because a lot of y'all abuse that. Y'all don't know the difference between having faith in God and taking time to enjoy yourself with your family. See, y'all take that and y'all abuse that. Y'all drink, y'all smoke, y'all party, y'all club, y'all do all this gatherings, get-togethers. It ain't even about that. Every day you wake up, the biggest thing that you have to praise, rejoice in, be excited about is to be able to be alive, bro. Cherish being alive, cherish being here, and everything else will work itself out. Life is about what you go through. If you notice, we all go through something, right? What I mean when I say go through is, like, for example, my mom has stage 4 cancer right now. You feel me? Um, since I found out, what would be the point of me coming on my stream every day talking about it? Like, it technically wouldn't bring me any justice to my mental sanity, right? Because then I'm gonna be almost crying every stream because it's like, yeah, my grandma, my, you know what I'm saying, my mama, whatever. Pretty much the same thing, but yeah. We get lost into the bad things that we go through in life, don't we? Yeah, I hear you agreeing with me. Yeah, we get caught in that, and we get the headline in it. It'd be like, I'm going through this though. And it's like at the end of the day, you supposed to. We supposed to go through the hardships that we supposed to go through. But the thing is, keep remembering what I said. You're supposed to go through it. You're not supposed to go with it. You're not supposed to walk with it. You're not supposed to sing with it. You're not supposed to dance with it. You're supposed to go through it. Life is not about us getting to the destination of, man, I can't wait till it's over. Life is about how you can make living life is about readjusting the way that you live to life is about readjusting the way that you live, right? In what's comfortable for you. Because I'm trying to break this down because I need y'all to understand before I play this video. It's about readjusting your life in a comfortable way that works best for you. I don't live in the world. I don't and I say world as in, like, I'm not in the matrix like y'all. A lot of stuff don't excite me. It never has excited me. Once I learned the hang of fashion and materialistic things, I stopped competing in a rat race. I stopped competing in a rat race with a lot of morals and a lot of different things as well, like friendships and who's right and who's wrong. I stopped competing in a lot of things because I realized that nobody on earth is going to always be right. So whether your party saying that the other party was wrong and that party saying the other party was wrong, it don't even really matter at the end of the day, because what you going to do to fix yourself every day is what matters, right? Being grateful to live, then you'll be born again. When you have the conscience and repentance and conviction, you'll be born again, spirit renewed, period. That's it. That's how I live peacefully every day. And I know it's a lot of people out there like, no, he an N-word. He's going to be a thug. He's going to rob. He's going to steal. He's violent. He's this and that. I've been born again, y'all. I've been changed my ways because I said, literally, I do not want to go back to fucking jail. Why the fuck would I want to go back to jail? Do y'all know how it is sitting in jail? That shit is horrible. Especially if you got a celly stinking and shit. You can't, like, do y'all know how it is in jail? You got one toilet to share with a random person that you don't even know. Why would I want to go back to jail? Why would I want to cause a war with somebody that I don't know? Why would I want to dislike somebody because of my assumptions? Why would I want to try to make somebody go through something so bad to where I gotta literally sit here and try not to cry because I know this is wrong? Like, I have a conscience, guys. And that conscience lives in me forever. That's why I do right. Yeah, I do right, man. So once you become like me and my wife, most importantly, me being the man of God, leading my family as a protector and a provider and father of all of my children that need me, that's going to be glad to know that I'm their father, the ones that haven't found out yet. Uh, y'all gonna understand that one of the best parts of my life was being broke. That was the favoriteest this part of my life was being broke and having to ask people for money. Because I learned who I was as a person. And I realized that if somebody gives me $20,000 right now, it will not change my happiness. It will not take away the fact that, for example, I was in a system. I grew up in a system. $20,000 won't change that right now, and it won't change it tomorrow. I'ma still have that trauma on my life that I grew up in a system without my mom and dad. So it's like I remember at times I would see my mom and she would bring me clothes and stuff like that, and I'd be like, it just didn't matter if I couldn't permanently have her in my life. I just learned, man, materialistic stuff don't matter. Things in the flesh really don't matter. Only thing that matters is our mental and our spiritual. And ever since I got a hold of that, I just been unstoppable out here. You can call me broke, you can call me whatever. You can look on my videos. I've been wearing the same hoodie and hat for a minute. I've been going through some very serious trial and error, but I'm still here because it's the journey, bro. And I'm starting to learn that it's not about how bad or how good. It's the fact that I'm not even realizing that I'm getting through these things. I'm managing through these things. I'm literally becoming stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And I will continue to become stronger. And I do want to say this to give a shout out to the people that's trying to get cool with me, that feel it's too late. All I can say is, to the old YouTube supporters, the old friends and family that I'm directing this to, God bless y'all, man. And I don't wish nothing bad on y'all, but I hope that one day y'all wake up and realize that if you don't live your life for your purpose and do what's right for you, you would never grow in life. That's all I'm gonna say. So I'm extremely happy with life because I don't care about the poor, the rich, the middle. I don't care about none of that. All I care about is the opportunities and the moments. Opportunity to be able to be a father, opportunity to be able to be a husband, the moment of being able to lead, protect, and provide as a father. Um, I cherish these things, but I cherish being able to be alive more than anything. Um, I'm gonna play this video, and we're gonna do, some breaking down on, what I mean when I say the journey and a lot of different things. Because a lot of y'all in the Matrix, and I know y'all don't understand what the Matrix is. So this video low key gonna kind of help y'all understand who I am as a person and who you should be trying to attempt to be. And I appreciate you. Shout out my wife. And also let me throw some motivation out there. Like, don't give up in y'all journeys, y'all. I know this shit gonna get tough, but it's supposed to get tough. You think about something, right? And I use basketball as a comparison, right? How I'm gonna learn how to do the behind the back if I don't start off practicing and losing the ball? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna have to lose. I'm gonna have to try to dribble fast and just keep losing it. You wanna know why? Because eventually I'm gonna have it and I'm gonna be able to do it consistently without losing the ball. So keep your head up through your trial and error. Push your story. Uh, put life inside your body and get life out it. And just be sharp. Be sharp. Be taught. Be teachable and teach. You know. That's what everybody's mindset should be. End of the day, our duty is to pull them over to the right path. If they don't want to listen, then the devil will eventually take them. R.I.P. Stephen Darby. R.I.P. Stephen Darby, bro. I'm never gonna force y'all to want to hear positivity or a good message either. I will hope that y'all come home though. Excuse me, y'all. I'm burping and all that. Anyway, so this video is good. It goes hand in hand with my stream. With Born Again. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna ask Wifey if you could, when you get a chance, to put that sermon of Stephen Darby, Born Again, in the playlist so I can play that after this video. So I can kind of go into depths about Born Again. But first, we're gonna kind of break down Demi. What's happening? What's happening, Demi? But first, we're gonna start off breaking down. You just in time because I'm finna start with this video. Well, I would say just in time, and I've been live for 30 minutes. That's crazy. But I mean, I'm really finna get into the juicy part, so you good. Why living? This is from Psychotic, y'all. It says, why living simply is the most powerful thing you can do. Why living is simply the most powerful thing that you can do. Anybody know why living is one of the most powerful things you can do? Because I could start with my answer first. Because nothing else matters. Don't nothing else matter. Nothing else matters outside of, opening your eyes. You know how many people couldn't wake up today? I'm not saying this to scare y'all either, though. I'm not trying to have y'all, I ain't never going to sleep. I don't never want to go to sleep again because he said we don't know if we're going to wake up. Like, I'm not trying to scare y'all. I'm just really trying to make y'all come to reality of life and understand why the most powerful thing you can really do is live. That's one of them. Now we know the spiritual side of life. We know we're not talking about that. We just talking about right now, you here with me. You not here for no reason. We all here for a purpose. Let's get God, the Most High, the most joy and praise that we could while we here, because people did not make it here, y'all. That's my whole point, and that's what I'm sure his point is, Mr. Psychotic, to the title, Why Living Simply is the Most Powerful Thing You Can Do. I love living, man. I love everything about life. I love everything. So go subscribe to his channel. I think I'm gonna let the whole video rock out, but I'm gonna try to play this sermon. R.I.P. my pastor Stephen Darby that died. I'm gonna play a little bit of his sermon after this video. Let's get it cracking, man. Follow along. This video explains why I titled my video Born Again, and also explains something that I'm very big on, like it's the journey. So and also explains who I am as a person. So listen up, guys. Wealth consists in having the fewest needs. Do y'all know what that means? That means like wealth consists in having the fewest needs. That means you don't need nothing. That means you spiritually rich, not financially. I'm spiritually rich. My soul is rich. My soul is wealthy. So in the flesh, it won't change that. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking.
You are buying your own destruction. Every click, every purchase, every new object that comes through your door is another chain that ties you to a life you didn't really choose. And the worst part is that you think you're choosing, that you're free when you decide which sneaker brand to buy or which phone model to have. But you're not free. You're a slave disguised as a consumer. They sold you the idea that more things equal more happiness, that success is measured by what you own, that your worth as a person is directly related to your ability to buy. And you swallowed it whole.
And that's why people always motivate you to work, you know, because everybody think life is about money. Everybody believe that money can buy you happiness. Like, let's keep it a buck.
You look around and see an apartment full of things you bought because they told you that you needed them. Objects you used once and now collect dust. Clothes you never wear. Devices.
Just picture all the middle class people with jobs, people that's doing all this stuff, that's throwing away good shoes, they throwing away furniture, they throwing stuff away that they don't even have to throw away. It's just like, oh, you know what? Even though this candle brand new, I don't need it because I got, you know what I'm saying? Ungrateful with life, right? When it's people like me that's in Chicago, that live in Chicago, right? And it's like stuff that's going on out here. And I appreciate everything, literally. I appreciate my struggle. I appreciate a whole 9 yards. So it's like, you can't make me feel bad for wearing something that I ordered from Shein or some shit like that. Like, it don't matter to me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when you put God first, literally, when you let him lead your life, you could understand this video and why it's called, you understand why we call it call it the Matrix, and we call stuff like, we call y'all to be brainwashed, and we say stuff like that because y'all get caught up in this.
That became obsolete before you even finished paying for them. Have you ever asked yourself who benefits from all this?
Starting
Let's get
a
it
fashion
cracking,
brand
though.
Shouldn't feel impossible. Other print
I know some people that got clothes with tags still on them hanging in their closet. They never put it on. They got a box of shoes they never opened, but they complain about not having money though. Yeah, that's because they bought the stuff. That's because they bought the stuff and it was without. Everything on the outside is without. That's why we're supposed to find ourselves within. See, when you find yourself within, you can't bring this on the inside with you. You can't bring none of this on the inside with you to find you. You got to find yourself within, and then you can't take nothing with you. You got to take you inside of that and figure you out. Once you find yourself, then you realize everything on the outside is out without. This ain't got nothing with it but a zipper. And a zipper right here. But what you got? You got something inside of you. That's a soul. You supposed to find that soul. You supposed to heal that soul, fix that soul, rep that soul, own that soul, rep that, like, love that soul. Treat that soul with kindness. I look at my wife the other day and I said, hey, man, straight up, you carrying a beautiful woman around. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to remind y'all got to start reminding yourselves like, hey, man, like I do to myself. Hey, bro, you carrying a strong brother around. Take care of him, bro. He's strong, man. Make sure you stay on top of him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let's get it cracking, man.
Because it's not you.
I need y'all to wake
You
up.
work more hours to pay for things you don't need. You go into debt to maintain a lifestyle that doesn't make you happy. You sacrifice your time and your energy chasing a version of success
Y'all got me
that was
sweating.
designed by others to keep you trapped in the wheel. And the wheel keeps turning.
Keeps turning.
Keep running, believing that the next purchase, the next object, the next upgrade will give you that feeling of fulfillment you are so...
You steady doing it. You steady doing, well, man, the new iPhone finna come out tomorrow, the iPhone 81. That motherfucker got a digital ID and it float up and go inside your body. Like, y'all just keep upgrading. You can't never, what dude say? He say the destination steady evolving. It's not the journey, it's the destination. But the destination, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. It's not the journey, it's the destination, right? That's what y'all, but the destination steady evolving though. How you gonna chase something that's steady getting bigger? It's steady getting, you know what I'm saying? It's like an illusion, bro. It's like an illusion, bro. Let me buy a new one. Let me buy a new one. The new one just came out. The new one just came out. The new one just came out. How many times y'all gonna realize that y'all keep saying the new one just came out? It done went from PS1 to PS5. What is gonna be a PS90? What that one gonna do? What that one gonna be able to turn into a refrigerator? I'm just saying, what y'all, this to keep y'all satisfied though.
Desperately seeking, but it never comes.
Whew.
The trap is so well designed that you don't even see it. Since you were born, you've been bombarded with messages telling you that you are not enough as you are. You need this product to be more attractive.
Shout out Psychotic. You know how many females out here got BBLs because they don't even like they not satisfied with their own shape. You know how many dudes out here getting the hairline surgery, getting the fake wigs put on their head because they don't love their head enough. That just threw me off too. My bad. You know how many women out here getting surgery on their bodies and all that stuff because they're not satisfied with themselves. Because they're
not enough as you are.
Because they feel like they're not enough for their own self.
You need this product to be more attractive.
A lot of y'all working these jobs and doing what y'all doing so y'all could feel accomplished, but you ain't feeling accomplished because you don't really need that to feel accomplished, all right? You already there. And the moment you realize you already there, it'll be the moment you realize that you gonna be at peace like a mug. And I said you gonna be at that moment, peace is gonna begin for you. Because there's no longer gonna be anything that you have to chase, another check that you have to get to complete, to get this, to get that, to go here, to go there.
This car to be respected, this house to prove that you made it, this brand to belong.
I looked at my wife, man. I said, baby, I made it. She said, what you talking about? I was basically telling her I made it in life. And I know it's like most people will hear somebody say they made it and be like, you ain't make it. You still in the same block, in the same crib. You ain't got no job. You ain't got woo. You know, they define it off of what you have. You ain't got no car, right? You ain't got no money, whatever it is, right? I said I made it. You want to know why I made it? Because I realized that I really don't need money to make me happy. I don't. I realized that I don't need things, jewelry, all that. I don't need clothes. I don't need none of that stuff to make me happy. It literally don't make me happy. I'm messing up my braids. It's to keep them entertained so their spirit will never renew. Yeah. If your spirit won't renew, the devil will take you eventually, and you will go straight to hell and be looking up from underneath. Yeah, pretty much. That's why you got to take advantage of yourself, you know, because you can easily, us as people, y'all got to understand, we can easily, it's always easy to do the wrong and say the wrong, ain't it, y'all? Ain't it, y'all? Ain't it, y'all? It's easy as hell to be negative, ain't it, y'all? Yeah, you heard such and such got shot. Like, it is so easy. Did you hear what's going on? People are dying. Yeah, I'm in Chicago. Yes, I heard about the lady that got jumped on with sickle cell. I heard about it. I'm in Chicago. Yes, I heard about the shooting in front of the Chicago theater a few days ago. I heard about all of it. But you know what I learned about life? Life is life. What you living for? You living to look for the most worst thing that you think can happen today, or is you just gonna live today and enjoy it and just walk by faith that God got you and he gonna keep you strong through everything, and he gonna protect you from having to be that person to be found or whatever the case may be. Shout out to my barber. Shout out to my motherfucking barber. He ain't no black man. He's actually Arabic or Morocco, something like that. Anyway, let's finish going. Psychotic, shout out to you, brother. This is a very, very amazing video.
And so you grow up with an internal void that you try to fill with external things. But things don't fill voids. They only disguise them temporarily. You buy something new and feel that hit of dopamine, that brief euphoria of novelty. But it lasts hours, maybe days. And then you go back to the same state of dissatisfaction.
Dummy.
And instead of questioning the system, you look for the next purchase. It's a perfect cycle designed to...
Instead of questioning why, you just keep going. Y'all just keep going. You just keep going. You just keep on going. You don't stop for not 1 second and just say, you know what? This shit is wrong, man. All right, let me stop being like this. And then you sit there and you feel like, well, you know what? Well, let me pick my consequence. This should be my consequence. I know I was wrong. That punish me now. And it's like, no. Don't go like that. When you do wrong, from what I learned, you just gonna have to sit back and prepare for whatever wrath you got coming for you. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, from me personally, hear it from a black man's mouth. I chose to be nice for this specific reason. I don't want to sit around and prepare for a wrath behind me treating somebody wrong. Because just because you treated somebody wrong, don't mean that just because you treated somebody wrong, well, you treated somebody wrong and you feel like you're not going to get that treatment back. Well, unfortunately, you may get treated worse than that. And my hair is itching like crazy too, so don't, whatever. You may get treated worse than that, bro. So you got to be careful how you treat people.
You go back to the same
Be careful how you treat life.
state of dissatisfaction. And instead of questioning the system, you look for the next purchase.
Yep.
It's a perfect cycle.
That's all. That's why everybody always talking about how they want some money. Everybody always talking about how they finna get some money. Because they need that next purchase to be satisfied, to be, you know.
To keep you hungry. To ensure you're never satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
Smart founders know
I'm
something
talking about
most
he
people
might
didn't.
be my
Save your
he might
domain
be
name
my
even
lost
if you're not
cousin.
ready to launch your business. With Wix,
He might be
Because
my
a
lost
satisfied
cousin.
consumer is a consumer who stops buying. And that's bad for business. So they keep you in a perpetual state of desire, always chasing the next thing they promise. will
Always
make you
doing it.
whole.
Let's get it.
Seneca saw it 2,000 years
Wake
ago.
up.
It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor.
You heard him.
But you
Did y'all hear him? Oh, look at that. Y'all got me finna share a post. I should share it while I'm live. Did y'all hear him?
It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor.
You heard him.
But you keep wanting more because they taught you that to desire is to live, when in reality, uncontrolled desire.
That's what they tell us, y'all. That's what they told us. You gotta want more out of life. You can't just sit here and not be doing nothing. Look at you. You just sitting on your ass. You don't want nothing from life. You don't need nothing. They finessed y'all. They finessed us, y'all. They made us feel like we had. Finish cooking, bro.
Is the fastest way to die while still alive.
Oh, hold on.
Full
Jules.
desire.
Jules
Desire
being
is
dropped.
to live, when in reality, uncontrolled desire is the fastest way to die while still alive. Look at your life right now.
Damn.
How many hours do you work?
Did y'all hear that one, boy? Did y'all hear?
Because they taught you that to desire is to live, when in reality, uncontrolled desire is the fastest way to die while still alive.
Y'all probably didn't even. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just sat here. Y'all probably didn't even believe you could die while you still alive. It's possible. It's definitely possible, y'all. You could die while you're still alive by just simply not being alive and just living and just complaining and just, you know, just this, just that, just crying. Like, you know, you could die while you're alive too. Especially with the uncontrolled desire. For the wages of sin is death, yes. Pride being one of the ways you could be alive and dead at the same time, being one of the deadliest sins. You can have too much pride. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Romans 8:37. In all things, in all these things, we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. You know what I mean? So, once you find God, all the other stuff don't matter. That's basically what he's saying as far as, living, like he was saying about the uncontrolled desire can potentially have you living dead while you alive. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Let's get it cracking.
Look at your life right now. How many hours do you work per week?
How many?
And of those hours, how many are to pay for things you truly need?
He loves us no matter what, but you have to get close to him for all the right reasons to really know that. Real talk. Spiritually close to him.
And how many are to pay for the lifestyle you think you must have? Think about it carefully. That bigger apartment you barely use because you're working all the time to pay for it. That car that put you in debt for 5 years and only gives you problems. Those brand name clothes you bought to impress people you don't really care about. Those subscriptions you don't even use, but that still get debited from your account every month. All of that is costing you.
We have something cool here.
Cooking.
What you're looking at
Wake
is
up, man.
the new
Be
Speed
born again,
home
y'all.
gym. This one is called the Gym
Stop
Monster
living
2.
like that.
And look at how small.
Stop living like that and stop putting that lifestyle on other people.
Your life.
Stop putting that lifestyle on other people. Y'all always trying to motivate somebody to be brainwashed like y'all. Stop doing that. No, you be brainwashed by yourself. What's wrong with you? Be brainwashed by yourself. Don't try to push that on nobody else. We woke over here. We enjoy life over here. Try to put that on nobody else.
Literally. Every
Literally.
hour you work to pay for unnecessary things is an hour you're not living, not being with the people you love, not doing what truly matters to you.
Straight up.
And you accept it because they told you that this is how adult life works. You work, you buy, you get into debt, you repeat. But that's not
And that's it. That's it, huh?
life. It's survival disguised as success. It's modern slavery with an employment contract and a credit card. The uncomfortable truth is that you don't need even half of what you have. You
Straight up. What I'm gonna complain about life for when I got a whole roof over my head? So I could lose all these clothes right now. At least I got a roof over my head. We literally only need half of what we got. Let's keep it 100. You know how many people ain't even wearing all them shoes that they buying? You buying all of them clothes and shoes and all that stuff. You ain't doing nothing. You know how many people got brand new cars that they have to give away because they have too many cars and they can't drive all of them to keep them up to date, up to par? Selling properties because they could never go check on their properties. They have too many properties. Letting people live in their properties because they just need to keep the make sure the stuff work. Y'all got to understand it's not about it no more.
could live with a fraction of your current possessions and be just as functional.
I'm just
probably
saying.
more.
Stop pushing working a job on people because they're unemployed or because you feel like they need financial assistance. A lot of people are more mentally stable unemployed than employed people that have been working for over 5 years.
But the idea of simplifying terrifies you because it would mean admitting that everything you've been chasing was an illusion. It would mean facing the fact that you've been living for others, that you've allowed advertising, social media, and social pressure to dictate how you should live. And that hurts. It hurts to realize that the apartment that costs you half your salary doesn't make you happier than a simple room. It hurts to admit that the luxury car doesn't give you more freedom than basic transportation that works. It hurts to recognize that all those emotional purchases didn't fill any void.
I'm talking about it, and I'm so happy that I learned from all that shit. I ain't got no shame in my game having to catch the bus, walking or whatever. Shit, half the time, I don't even be having it to really even, I ain't got no shame in my game, bro. We all done been there before. But if you feel less of a person because you ain't got a car, then you got the wrong mindset. It ain't about the car. It's about you. You need yourself. You don't have a car because you don't even have yourself. Once you find yourself, stuff will find you.
They only created more anxiety. Because now you have to maintain all that.
Pretty
take
much.
care of it.
What's
worry
up, Mo?
about it.
Welcome in,
Work
Mo.
more to replace it when it breaks or becomes obsolete. You became a slave to your possessions.
Yeah.
When possessions were supposed to serve you. Here comes what is really going to shake you.
Let them know.
The freest people you will ever meet are the ones who have the least.
You heard me?
I'm not-
What's up? Well, nice to meet y'all. I ain't got a fraction of what Mo probably got. I'm talking about I got some shoes that I've been wearing. Y'all lucky them shoes ain't right here. Look at my basketball. My basketball, I've been using the same. That's why the thread and the shit tore up off of it. But I love y'all for loving my channel because I want to show y'all. You don't need to find this materialistic shit to be a good person. You don't need the greatest shoe game. You don't need the finest jewelry game to be a good person. All you gotta do is you just gotta be a good person. And you gotta love your life. You gotta love your struggle. You gotta love your ups, your downs. You gotta love the shit that you have, the shit that you don't have. You gotta love that. And I love that. I love that I don't need money or anything at all to make me happy. And I never will. I never will. I never have, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I never cared about materialistic things. I was of this world once before, but I've never cared about materialistic things though. Just keeping it 100. Because that's what sets me out, sets me apart from 98% of y'all. I can't let it define me. Why would I let my job or my career or whatever define who I am? The only way that I will be defined is if you know who I am and you're around me to pick up the type of person that I am. And the type of person that I am.
The freest people you will ever meet are the ones who have the least.
I'm the one that got the least. I remember them days I used to hang with my friends and I just couldn't even admit to them like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I know y'all tired of me, but I don't have support to keep buying food while we go out. I couldn't do it. I couldn't admit it either. My whole point is, having a lease showed me so much about life that there's no way I could overlook life now. It's no way. It's just no way.
I'm not talking about forced poverty. I'm talking about chosen simplicity. I'm talking about people who consciously decided to live with less because they understood something fundamental that you still don't grasp. Everything you own owns you back. Every object in your life requires your attention, your energy, your money. You have to buy it, maintain it, clean it, repair it, replace it, worry about it. And the more you have, the more fragmented your attention becomes. You live in a constant state of distraction.
I promise you, when I was getting that money, when I was a machine operator, getting that money, I was making like 8 something a week. And man, I had filed my taxes. My taxes had came back. Man, I was getting it. And like, I promise you, and a lot of people who get money, who got a lot of money too, gonna understand, it seemed like my mind was moving 1,000 miles per hour. I was never able to stop my mind because I felt like exactly like he said, it's always something new I could buy. It's always somewhere I could go. It's always this. It's always that. Let me do this. Let me do that.
Jumping from one thing to another, unable to truly focus on anything.
What I just say, unable to truly focus on anything. I couldn't pay attention to nothing.
You're too busy managing your collection of unnecessary objects. The Stoics understood this perfectly. Epictetus was
Here's how to
telling you, bro, life ain't about that stuff, man. Life ain't about that. It's the journey, man. It's the journey, man. And y'all gonna have to wake up one day. Y'all gonna have to wake up one day. I was hoping that it wasn't gonna have to be no food stamp situation to where almost the food stamps and the recessions and the property tax raise finna force people into poverty and a lot of stuff finna start forcing people to start realizing that, hey, what is this? This is the journey. Fuck, what y'all living for? Cause I know it's the journey that I'm living for and I'm enjoying my journey. How about you? Enjoy Like, enjoy y'all journey of life, bro. Like, please, bro. Y'all get so caught up in the other stuff with it. It ain't about that. I'm going to keep telling y'all the same thing. It ain't about that, bro. Well, how did you make it, Lou, when you told your wife you made it? How I made it is I realized that, damn, I made it this far without anything. To the point where I even got blessed with a beautiful wife without having anything. All y'all dudes out there going on dates and doing all that other I ain't had nothing I didn't buy her.
Slave who became one of the freest philosophers in history. And you
Hold on, drop that knowledge, bro.
necessary objects. The Stoics understood this perfectly. Epictetus was a slave who became one of the freest philosophers in history. And do you know what he owned?
What?
Almost nothing. He lived with the essentials, and that simplicity gave him something money can't buy.
For sure.
Mental freedom. He didn't have to worry about impressing anyone, about keeping up appearances, about protecting his possessions. He could focus completely on what truly mattered. Thought.
That's it.
Virtue. The examined life.
That's it. Control your thoughts. Control your thoughts through the journey of life, because your thoughts can destroy. It could take you off path. That's why the Stoics that he's speaking on, that had absolutely nothing, became one of the world's biggest philosophers. It's because he realized that the main thing that matter in life is our thoughts. You could literally think of something right now that'll probably make you cry. You could think of something that'll probably make you happy. You could think of something that'll make you mad. You could think of something that'll make your life hard. You could think of something that'll make your life easy. It's all about this right here, though. It ain't even about this. It ain't about this. It ain't about this hat. It ain't about swag. It ain't about that. So if you annoyed by what you see or hear, it's on you. Fortunately, something got to give, even if that means pride before destruction. The system failing will show us how many people will fail the system because they believed in the system more than God. Yeah, just like my song, you know. I got to a point where I said, what I say? I got a new song that I'm finna drop, and it's pretty cold. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all gonna like it. Overall, what was my message that I was saying before I stop? Hold on.
Thought. Virtue. The examined life.
Right.
You have 100 times more things than he did, and 100 times less freedom.
Facts.
Simplicity is not deprivation. It is liberation. But they have programmed you to see simplicity as failure.
That's why I say I love that I grew up broke. I love when I hit that part of my life, because it's like a mental reset of like you coming back down to earth to know who you truly is and what truly made you who you is. I love that about my life and my journey and how it helped me become who I am, because you can't just give me $100 and think that we finna have laugh and giggles. Like, nah. I'm one of them people where you can't fake it till you make it, because you ain't gonna make it nowhere.
As if having less meant you weren't successful enough. And there lies the biggest trap of all.
Yeah.
The system sold you a definition of success that conveniently requires you to keep consuming until you die.
Get up to 70% off store-wide at Michael's Black Friday.
I wish I had some sound effects. Boy, and that's why I feel bad for y'all, man. Did y'all hear what he said? That's why I feel bad for a lot
Trap
of
of
y'all.
all. The system sold you a definition of success that conveniently requires you to keep consuming until you die.
Damn. I hope y'all wake up, because that's exactly what's going on. I do see a lot of y'all waking up, though, and I appreciate y'all for waking up. And I know it takes time. I know bills got to get paid. I know, et cetera, blah, 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 whatever. Hush up. But if you really step outside and look at it, yeah, they just want you to keep, these jobs just want you to keep coming. And you pass away, they're going to replace you. Like, what you want to get put on the wall or something? Like, yeah, put you on the wall. That's it, though. Y'all got to get out of the way of the world and live the way of live the Yahweh and live godly and live righteously and live positive.
Yes, that conveniently requires you to keep consuming until you die. Bigger house, newer
Yep.
car,
Yep.
more exotic vacations, more expensive clothes, more advanced technology. It never ends because it's not designed to end. It's
Dummies.
designed to keep you running on the wheel, generating value for others while you exhaust yourself chasing a carrot
I'm sorry for saying dummies. I just hope y'all wake up.
that's always one step ahead. And the cruelest thing is that when you finally get something you were chasing, the satisfaction lasts less than the time it took you to get it. That new house that cost you years of work and stress excited you for a few weeks.
Right.
Then it became your new normal. And now you're already thinking about what else you need to feel complete.
What you
The
need?
mistake is thinking that something external can complete you. Completeness lies in believing you need to be completed. Think about this seriously. When was the last time you were truly happy?
When?
And when
Y'all
you think
comment
about
below.
it,
Y'all comment below when the last time y'all was happy. Because me, I'm happy every day. Me and my family, we happy every day. You want to consume everything in the flesh and ignore having internal life with the Most High God. You don't want to learn to keep from walking someone else's journey. You waiting on the devil at this point then. Pretty much, you waiting on the devil's confirmation to let you know you on your way to hell. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, know your journey, know where you walking and where you going, because it's not about putting, but when I say where you going, I ain't talking about putting no GPS on, y'all. I'm talking about spiritually going inside, finding yourself from within and realizing what you're here for and how to be here. Because if you're just gonna live doing wrong all the fucking time, I mean, at this point, you just creating your own disaster. You creating your own nightmare. That's why people got to understand the biggest battle is when you get by yourself in that big old house that you was working and paying for, in that car by yourself. You know, people pick people up because they invite people to their house because they can't be alone. Their insides is eating their insides up.
I'd bet anything it wasn't when you bought something.
I'm just saying.
It was a simple moment, probably with someone you love. Probably doing something that didn't cost any money. A deep conversation, a shared laugh, a
Yep.
moment of peace watching the sunset, a
Yep.
simple meal with friends. The best moments of your life don't appear in your purchase history, but you keep looking for happiness in stores, in catalogs,
Dodo
on
brand.
screens that show you a perfect life full of perfect objects. And every time you buy based on that illusion, you move a little further away from real life. Because
Yep.
real life is simple, it's organic, it's relational. It doesn't need filters or updates or premium versions.
None of that.
It simply is. And you're missing it because you're too busy chasing the commercial version of what you think your life should be.
Yep.
Modern consumerism is a religion, and you're a devoted believer. It has its temples, shopping malls. It has its rituals, sales, Black Friday, Christmas shopping. It has its prophets, influencers, celebrities, ads that tell you how you should live. And it has its promise of salvation. If you buy the right thing, if you have the right stuff, if you look the right way,
Yep.
then you will be happy. Then you will be successful. Then your life will
That's what y'all think.
It's a lie, but it's a lie so often repeated, so omnipresent, so well produced, that most people accept it without question.
Facts.
You kneel at the altar of consumption,
Facts.
pray with your credit card, hoping for redemption that never comes. And when it doesn't come, instead of questioning the religion, you
Right.
blame yourself. You think you need to buy more, work more, have more.
Right.
The problem is never the system. It's always you, not doing enough, That's the genius of the system.
Yeah.
It has you so convinced of your own inadequacy that you never question whether maybe the problem isn't you, but the entire game you're playing. Here's what you urgently need to understand.
Tell him.
Your time is finite, your energy is finite, your life is finite. And every hour you dedicate to working to buy things you don't need is an hour you're stealing from your real life. You can't get that time back. There is no refund, no return. When you reach the end of your life, and believe me, that will come much faster than you think, you're not going to wish you had worked more hours. You're not going to wish you had bought more things. You're not going to wish you had had a more expensive car or a bigger house. You're going to wish you had lived more, loved more, experienced more, been more present. But by then it will already be too late.
Too late.
The time you wasted chasing objects will not come back. The relationships you neglected because you were too busy working will not magically repair themselves. The experiences you postponed because you didn't have time or money will not happen. And you will realize, too late, that you lived the life others designed for you instead of the life you wanted to live.
That's how y'all
That
living.
is the real tragedy.
Facts.
It's not dying. It's reaching the end and realizing that you never truly lived. Simplicity is radical in a world that constantly screams at you that you need more. Choosing to live with less is an act of rebellion. It's telling the system you're not playing its game.
I'm not.
And the system hates that. That's why they reduce simplicity to something negative, something only failures or hippies or people who couldn't achieve more do. They condition you to see accumulation as a virtue and minimalism as a defect. But the reality is the opposite. Accumulating is easy. Anyone can buy more things if they're willing to go into debt. The hard part is letting go, consciously choosing what deserves your energy and what doesn't, having the courage to live differently when everyone around you is in the rat race. Thoreau went to live at Walden because he understood that most people live lives of quiet desperation, working in jobs they hate to buy things they don't need, and impress people they don't care about. That was more than 150 years ago, and the situation hasn't improved, it's gotten worse. Now the chains are more sophisticated, more invisible, but they're still chains. Do you want to know the real secret of freedom? It's not in having more, it's in needing less. When you reduce your needs, you reduce your dependence on the system. When you don't need to impress anyone, you don't need to spend money on appearances. When you don't need the latest model of everything, you don't need to work 60 hours a week. When you don't need a huge house, you don't need a 30-year mortgage that enslaves you. Suddenly you have options, you have mobility, you have time. And time is the only thing you truly have. Everything else is borrowed, temporary, illusory. Your car will eventually break down, your house will eventually fall apart, your clothes will eventually wear out. But the time you spent chasing those things will never come back. Every day you live to accumulate is a day you don't live to experience. And life is measured in experiences, not possessions. No one on their deathbed thinks about their shopping list. They think about moments, about people,
Come on now.
about laughter,
Come on now.
about adventures.
Come on now.
Everything else is
Come on now.
noise.
What you living for? What's your life like?
So make a decision right now.
What's your life like? You hear what the video saying? What's your life like? What you living for? What your purpose is? Everybody got the best excuse. I'm just trying to pay the mortgage. Say that after hearing it. You trying to run in that wheel still, basically? Y'all got to get out that wheel and just stand still. Just stand still. Y'all moving way too fucking fast out here, bro. I was just talking to me and my wife was just chopping up with a good friend, and I heard something, and it was like, yeah, I'm trying to get this money. Fuck chilling. I'm finna get this money. And it's like, I want y'all to learn. Like,
You can keep being part of the herd, consuming what they tell you to consume, living how they tell you to live, chasing goals others put in front.
They want y'all to keep chasing money and say things like my wife's famous line, you know, it's never too much money ain't enough money. They want y'all to believe that. So they can keep making you keep going back to that motherfucker and keep the wheel running.
Of you. Or you
Excuse
can wake
me.
up, see the game for what it is, and choose something different.
I chose God. And that's why I live the way I live today. And that's why I look good as fuck.
Brutally simplify your
Lord, forgive me
life.
for cursing.
Get rid of everything you don't need, everything that doesn't give you real joy, everything you own just because you're supposed to have it. Free yourself
Supposed.
from debts, from subscriptions, from obligations you accepted without thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And when you've cleared out all the noise, ask
Yeah.
yourself what you really want from this life.
Eggs.
Not what you should want,
Mhm.
not what others expect you to want,
Yeah.
but what you deep down
What
truly
do you want?
value.
What do you want?
And then
What do
build
y'all
your
want?
life around that, without asking for permission, without seeking approval, without caring what others think. Because your life is yours, not theirs,
Nope.
and you only have one. Stop wasting it buying crap you don't need with money you don't have to impress people you don't care about.
Come on now.
Live simple, live intentionally, live free.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say simple, I don't mean a boring or mediocre life.
Mm-mm.
I mean a life where everything you
Joy.
own has a purpose,
Yeah.
where every hour you work has meaning,
Mm-hmm.
where every decision you make is aligned with what you truly value.
Real talk.
That is the difference between existing and living. Most people exist, going from one day to the next,
That's it.
accumulating things, fulfilling obligations,
That's it.
following the script handed to them without reading it.
That's it.
But to live, truly live,
Get a sound Wi-Fi
But to
starting at
truly
just
live is what?
$19.95 a
Something
month
I already know
forever.
is when you
Switch
get out of
now,
all
and
that.
Here's the game changer.
You
Your
be
price
happy with
never
life
goes
by
up.
itself.
requires awareness. It requires that you stop and question absolutely everything you do.
You heard him?
Why do I have this job?
Everything.
Why do I live in this place? Why do I buy these things? Why do I follow these patterns? And most people don't ask themselves these questions because the answers terrify them. Because if you start
I know a lot of y'all know, because even though it's wrong, I still got to make this money.
questioning, you'll realize that a large part of your life is built on others' expectations, on unexamined fears, on decisions you made years ago and still drag along out of inertia.
Yeah.
The modern world is an expert at keeping you distracted. It bombards you with infinite options, constant entertainment, relentless information, all designed so that you never have a moment of real silence.
Straight up.
Because in silence is where dangerous questions appear.
I'm telling you.
In silence is where you realize that you're not happy,
I'm telling you.
that you're living the wrong life,
I'm
that
telling
you've
you.
been running in the wrong direction all
I'm
this
telling
time.
you. This whole damn time. This whole damn time. You sitting there, yeah, I'm about to go to work. I'm about to get up and go to work, and I'm about to go do this, do that, do that. You don't supposed to be paralyzed with a mansion and 17 cars and still work in the same field you worked at 80 hours a week still for 70 years. We will die as you already did in the flesh. When you were alive, you were literally walking flesh. Just because you had money don't mean you were someone. Excuse me.
That's why the system needs to keep you.
Because you were someone. Because you were someone, you was a nobody. Because that was your decision. You didn't want. I'm just saying, 100% what you saying. Y'all dying to live and living to die because you willing to get inside of the wheel and just keep running, and you know damn well you don't even supposed to be in the wheel. You're supposed to be doing something else. A lot of y'all out here in these jobs, careers, are doing things that don't align with your values and your morals or nothing. To learn anything while you were in the physical, you felt like conviction and peace and responsibility was nothing to you. Yeah, that's everybody's problem, and they personal morals and they values. When they know they go home and cry because they're like, well, you know, I'm really not a bad person. You know how many bad people I know that You know how many people I know that's doing bad to me that I already know that's not bad people? They watching me right now. I know they not bad people, but I know that they signed up for that satanic contract that they got to participate in to be evil. You know what I mean?
You busy. Needs to fill your head with noise, notifications, things to do, places to be, products to buy.
Yeah.
Because a human being in silence, with time to think, is a dangerous human being.
I'm telling you.
It's a human being.
Our biggest battles are going to be by ourselves.
Are we ready for this party?
Guests are on their way,
Telling
and
you.
drinks were just delivered.
Now, what about the music?
Compare your battles. Compare your battles. Compare your battle that you had to face your anxiety at these stores and all these other battles, and compare it to the battle that you got to fight when you just by yourself, fighting your thoughts, fighting your conscience, trying to stop thinking about bad shit. Them be the strongest battles, don't they, y'all? Cause you be like, damn, when it's mental, it's a battle. When it's mental, it's a battle. You gotta put that work in, man. To them, it's just words. It's just judgment. Your judgment to them doesn't matter. The only judgment that matters is the Most High God's judgment, judging you now. You just ignore them. I'm just saying. Y'all wasted all that time in these careers, these jobs, and all that stuff, and you're not even like, you gotta be right.
Starts to see the chains.
We finna get ready to
And when
wrap
you
this
see the
up too,
chains,
y'all.
You can start breaking them.
About a hot
But
12
you
more
have to be
minutes.
willing to sit in that uncomfortable silence.
You gotta
to
be.
face the truths you've been avoiding.
You gotta be.
And it's not easy.
It's not.
It's easier to open the app, buy something new, plan the next acquisition.
Yup.
It's easier to keep yourself in perpetual motion
Yes.
than to stop and ask yourself if you're going somewhere you actually want to go.
And I be talking to my shorty, man, and I be like, yeah, man, like, I love that little stop in life where you just can't do nothing but think, because you start to understand. You know, she said, baby, why you always been a listener? I said, because I started to learn how to control my mind. That's why I be so quiet. That's why he like the toughest battles be when you got to face yourself in silence. The toughest battle right now, y'all, try it out right now as you listen to this video. Just be quiet. What did you just think about? Or could you potentially be quiet longer and will something pop up and distract you? That's the battle you got to keep fighting. You don't run from that battle. Because if you keep running from it, it's still going to be there. And he say constant motion, and is you always at work, you always at the gym, you always hooping, you always shopping, you always doing your nails, you always doing that, you doing your hair, you doing this, you doing that. You always in motion. You can't be still, because the silence is gonna make you have to face yourself. Let's get it cracking.
The trap of consumerism is not just economic, it's psychological.
Yeah.
It turns you into someone who always looks outward for solutions.
Yep.
Something goes
never
wrong
looks
in your
in.
life, and your first instinct is to buy something to fix it. You feel bad, you buy new clothes. You feel empty, you buy a new device. You feel inadequate, you buy a new car. But none of those things fix the real problem. They only mask it temporarily.
That's it.
Because the problem isn't outside, it's inside.
That's it.
It's a problem of meaning, of purpose, of connection.
What you living for? What's your life
Those
like?
things are not bought. They are built. They are built with time, with attention, with real relationships, with inner work.
Yeah.
But that work is hard. It's uncomfortable.
Telling you. Take time. I seen them say instant results. It take time.
Think about my content.
It's gonna be long. It's gonna be a rough road. Don't think you just gonna be able to do this shit right after the video. Like, no, it's gonna take time. You gotta practice it. You gotta
Instant
practice it.
results. So you avoid it. You go shopping instead. And the cycle continues. You buy, you feel good for a moment, you feel bad again, you buy again. It's addiction disguised as a lifestyle.
Yeah.
And like any addiction, you need more and more to get the same effect.
Over and over.
The purchase that excited you a year ago does nothing for you now. You need something bigger, more expensive, more impressive. And so you keep raising the stakes,
Yeah.
chasing a high that lasts less and less. Look at the people you truly admire, not manufactured celebrities, but people who have really done something meaningful with their lives. What do they have in common? Most of them live relatively simply, not because they can't afford more, but because they understand that possessions are a distraction from what really matters.
Straight up.
Einstein wore the same clothes every day because he didn't want to waste mental energy deciding what to wear. Steve Jobs did the same. It wasn't a fashion statement, it was an optimization of attention. They understood that every trivial decision you make consumes mental resources that you could use for more important things.
Straight up.
But you spend hours every week thinking about what to buy, comparing options, reading reviews, looking for deals. And all that time and mental energy could be dedicated to creating something,
Straight up.
learning something, building something meaningful. Instead, you waste it at the altar of consumption. And the world applauds you for it, calls you a good consumer, an engine of the economy. But you're a cog in a machine that's grinding you down. Real freedom is scary because it comes with responsibility.
Yeah.
When
By
you
yourself.
live simply, when you reduce your needs,
Yeah.
suddenly you don't have excuses. You can't blame your boss,
Nope.
your mortgage,
Nope.
your debts.
Nope.
If your life is simple, if your expenses are low,
Telling
you
you.
have options. You can change jobs if you don't like it.
Telling
You
you.
can move somewhere else if you want.
I'm telling
You
you.
can take risks because you don't have so much to lose. And that is terrifying for most people. Because
Yeah.
it means you have to make real decisions about your life. You can't hide behind your financial obligations. You can't say you'd like to do something else, but you need the money. Because if you live with little, you don't need that much money.
Nope.
Suddenly the responsibility for your life falls completely on you.
Yeah.
And most people prefer to be comfortable prisoners than uncomfortable free people. They prefer
Yeah, I noticed that about it. It ain't a lot of uncomfortable free people out here. Shout out to the ones that
to
I
have
do
the
know.
golden chains of a good salary and many possessions, because those chains give them an excuse not to pursue what they really want. It's safer, more predictable, more socially accepted. But it's a slow death of the spirit. Here is the question you should ask yourself every day.
What's that?
Am I living my life?
Is
Or am
y'all?
I living the life that was sold to me? Because there is a
If anybody on this video right now outside of my wife heard that, I want to know y'all answer.
Or am I living the life that was sold to me? Am I living my life? Or am I living the life that was sold to me?
I wanted to know the answer to that from y'all.
Because there is a massive difference between the two.
Facts.
The life that was sold to you requires you to work 40, 50, 60 years at a job you probably aren't passionate about. To
Facts.
pay for things you probably don't need. To
Facts.
maintain a lifestyle you probably didn't consciously choose. And at the end of all that, if you're lucky, you'll have a few years of retirement where you can finally do what you want.
Maybe.
Except by then you'll be too tired, too old, too used to routine to do anything radically different.
You go, a lot of y'all disabled. Y'all can't even enjoy y'all retirement benefits because y'all so unhealthy, disabled, and messed up now that
That's the scam. They sell you the idea that you have to postpone life until retirement, that you have to suffer now to enjoy later. But later never arrives the way you imagine.
never will.
And in the meantime, the best years of your life, the years of energy, health, and possibility, you spend locked in an office paying for things you don't even use.
Come on now.
It's insane when you look at it from the outside. But from the inside, when you're in the middle of it, it seems completely normal because everyone around you is doing the same thing. Social pressure is real and powerful. When you
Just because everybody around you doing it too, that don't mean it's right.
start living differently, when you start simplifying, you're going to get criticism. People are going to question your decisions. They're going to ask why you don't want a better car, a bigger house, brand.
Because I made it work.
Starting a fashion brand shouldn't feel impossible. Other print-on-demand platforms claim to...
'Cause I made it work.
Name clothes, and they don't do it because they care about your well-being. They do it because your way of living calls theirs into question. If you
And
can
it
be happy
always
with
will.
less, what does that say about them? Who need more? Your simplicity is a
It says that they have meant they got issues. You know, I made a way of life with the small things that I have. And that's it. You know, call you lazy and say you don't want no money because you would rather not chase after it like them. Chasing it, and it's like, why are you chasing something that don't even run? Like, you don't have to chase a tool, bro. Y'all out here chasing tool. Money is a tool, and y'all chasing a tool. You don't have to chase it. You gonna have it. You gonna have it. Trust me. Y'all living the wrong way, man.
mirror that reflects their excess, and they don't like what they see.
Yeah,
That's why they'll try to pull you back.
I'm not going back. I'm born again. I'm not going back. I know y'all like, well, aren't you a hood dude from the block that's gonna gang bang and all of that bad stuff that like black dudes, like black guys? No, I'm not. So like, something wrong with you if you believe that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Something wrong with you. I don't care about the statistics for my age group or whatever from my city. I don't care. Something is wrong with you. And I don't want you to feel like I'm telling you something is wrong with you, that I want to battle with you. Like, you need help. Get you some help. Stop it. Get some help. They're always coming up with these different ways to make money because they feel like they got the blueprint to success now. The whole time, the only success that matters is to have eternal life. It's definitely to put God is to have faith in God in prayer. Something me and my wife commit to every day. That's like the biggest thing. And like she just said, we're gonna wrap this up though, y'all.
That you're making a mistake, that you're depriving yourself of something. But what they're really telling you is to stay in the same prison as them. Because if you escape, then they have to face the fact that they could escape too, but don't. Your choices take away their excuses.
Yeah.
That makes them uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So they will try to make you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
They'll label you as weird, as an extreme minimalist,
Okay.
as someone who doesn't understand how the real world works.
Yeah.
But you know the truth.
Trust me.
It's you who finally understood how the game really works.
You heard me?
The game is rigged from the start.
That's it.
They educate you in a system that prepares you to be an obedient employee,
Mm-hmm.
not an independent thinker.
Nope.
They teach you to follow instructions, to memorize information, to do what you're told. They don't teach you to question,
Nope.
to create, to live with purpose.
Mm-mm.
And when you leave that system, they plug you directly into the labor market, where you'll spend decades generating value for others while receiving a fraction of what you produce.
Straight up.
And with that money, they encourage you to buy, keeping you in a perpetual state of need so that you never have enough savings to become independent. It's brilliant from the system's perspective.
For sure.
It keeps people working, consuming, indebted, dependent. And most people never question whether there's another way to live because they were never taught to question anything.
Facts.
They were taught to accept, to adapt, to conform. And conforming is dressed up with nice words like being realistic, being mature, being responsible. And now that we've made it this far, before we continue...
Shout out to Psychotic, man. Stop playing with me. I'm finna get up out of here. My closing remarks is very, 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 very... My closing remarks for my video right now is like... Get outside of your job title. Get outside of your career. Get outside of the label of life. Get outside of this working mentality, this you gotta have this, you gotta have that lifestyle, this mindset, y'all, because I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all getting blinded. And don't think that it's unrealistic to do those things and You can still do those things and put God first, but you gotta put God first. A lot of y'all evil. I understand a lot of y'all want to give in and kind of change y'all ways. I get it, and I don't judge y'all. But I just gotta say, you know, give it up. It's a hamster wheel.
Anyway, I don't think
It's like
get it. I could teach you some shit, but you might not be with it.
it's like a hamster wheel. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Pitiful, but that segue was pivotal. 'Cause that breakdown, that's not hard. Niggas act like they know it's.
It's not hard, man. I've been,
You know, Fireflies.
I feel like, you know, growing up in poverty and not being able to afford things, and then growing up as a young adult and not being able to afford things and kind of still on and off spotty, struggling with it being, it's impossible for me to live the way y'all live. Like, a person could judge me all day, but I can't live like y'all. You know? I just pray that y'all have a great day today. I went over my time. I ain't really push my next video, but I may come back later on today and do a part 2 for y'all. I don't know. I appreciate y'all for pulling up on me though. I'm praying for y'all out there that's watching this. It's the journey of life, y'all. It's not about nothing else, okay? Stop living for the wrong reasons. Live for your real values. What's gonna make you happy today? And don't forget, y'all, God woke us today. Keep God first. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Like, comment, subscribe. Share this if you know somebody that need to be born again. Being born again is going from bad to good. Simple, y'all. I'm gonna do, you know what? No, I'm gonna do a part 2 strictly on this video using a sermon that I want to use for y'all, and I might come back today. Y'all slide over there to my wifey channel. She finna go live and piggyback and go crazy. We appreciate y'all, and shout out to King Los. Keep y'all head up. Keep y'all head up. I promise y'all. Everything gonna get better. Okay?
It's like somebody was lacing the thing with cocaine. Oh, I might hit the same vein as Cobain. Oh, I saw the whole thing in my head for real. I saw
like, comment, subscribe, wake them folks up. Y'all should already know the vibes anytime. Appreciate y'all. God bless y'all, man. Y'all have a great rest of y'all.